everyone. Oh, it's raining, but it's good for the garden and the fields. And yeah, but I'm okay because I'm undercover, so rain won't stop me cooking. And I know a lot of you have been cooking today. Some nice steak, Roberto, and I haven't seen much else because I've been busy in the garden. But yeah, so tonight it's fish curry, and fish is really quick to cook, and you can still get a lot of flavour into whatever you cook on your barbecue. So I'm going to do a fish curry, and I'm also going to do some naans. Now, Gary, I haven't actually done these naans before. I'm hoping to do them just like I do my flatbreads. I'm going to try them both in a pan and directly on the grill. So do a little experiment later. So I'm excited to see my naans too. So I've made them already, and just like my flatbreads, I've rolled them out and separated them between parchment paper just so that they're ready to go straight on the grill. So they've got yogurt and egg in, yeast, and also baking powder, full fat milk. I think that's about it really. So just like you do a sort of a bread dough, but with the yogurt and eggs as well. So that's that sorted. It's sort of a tikka masala, not with chicken though, that's what normally is. And if you're doing a chicken tikka masala, you do like a tandoori style chicken and grill the chicken after you've had it marinating in lots of herbs and spices and some red food colouring or beetroot powder. But on my early morning cycle this morning at 8 o'clock, I called in at my fishmonger like you do, and said I was going to do a curry tonight, and he recommended that I had huss, which is a dogfish. So it's cheaper than monkfish, and it's great when you're doing a fish curry or bouillabaisse or something, because it keeps its shape, it holds the flesh firmly together still. So he took the bone out the middle for me, and I've cut it up, so that's what's going in the curry. I'll just run through the ingredients. So we've got a few herbs and spices. I've got some sugar, garlic and ginger, coconut powder and ground almonds. Well, it's coconut flour actually. Some paprika, some tandoori masala, and some mixed powder. Now this is what you need to have made first. Now I've got this curry book that's written by this guy, and he recommends that you start off with your base sauce. So I made a base sauce in the pressure cooker at the weekend and froze it in 5 batches in my freezer. So that will be the base for most of the curries that you make. And then you still add all these other ingredients to give that extra flavour. So before I start cooking, I'm going to grab my beer, because you normally have a beer and a curry. So cheers everyone.
We've got Michael Paul joining, and he says barbecue weather. Anywhere there's barbecue weather.
Sure.
And he says his beef ribs are still going. Roberto says good evening.
Hi everyone.
Chris Treby says evening Sue.
Oh, hi Chris, hope you're all well.
Gary Parker says hello Sue, and hello soggy cameraman. If you could see me, I've got my coat on, I've got my hood up, but I am warm enough. And Janet Harvey says hi Sue,
hi,
looking
Jeanette.
forward to your super curry tonight.
Okay, so I've got my pan warming up nicely. So I'm going to put in some oil and butter and start frying off the garlic and ginger. So you could actually put anything into your curry. You could put onions and peppers, but I'm sort of following a recipe, but I always say a recipe is a guide. And I'm actually going to put some butter in as well. So I was short of a few ingredients, so but I know it's going to be good because I've got my base sauce. So you want to put the garlic and ginger straight in. Now a little trick with your ginger, I freeze it whole and then you just grate it with a fine microplaner. Skin as well, straight in. So right, so then, if I remember rightly, it's all quite quick. I'm worried it might burn, but we'll see. So you add in the sugar, then your coconut flour. Now you can omit the coconut and the ground almonds. It's one of those Indian curries that you can have if you like it or you don't. There's no set rule. So that's going to actually help thicken the sauce and cook out the flour. I'm then going to add in the paprika. And then some of the base sauce just to add some liquid. And already that smells amazing.
Oh, there it is. It's got to the camera. It smells great.
Okay, so what I'll also do is I'm going to add some of this tandoori masala. About 2 tablespoons. And also mixed powder. I could tell you what's in it if I've got my glasses on. There's lots of ingredients in that. Okay, so I'm going to give that a stir. It's quite dry. I'm going to add the rest of the base mix in. It's going to be nice and thick, but I have got a block of coconut milk I'm going to add in, or half a block, just to keep with the sort of coconut flavours. You could use a tin of coconut milk. It didn't quite dissolve in my hot water, so I'm going to put that in and that should dissolve. I found it lurking at the back of the cupboard. I didn't have any tins of coconut milk, so that should dissolve into there. So you could serve this with rice and naans. We're going to have it with naans.
We've got a few more comments coming in. Chris Treby says, looking forward to this. He hates catching dogfish. I guess it must be a bit of a challenge then. Roberta says, what beer is it?
It's one of my favourites. It's an Otter Ale. It's the Otter Bright tonight. So I think it's my favourite.
We also have Alan Price saying, evening Sue is his first watch. Looking good.
Hi Alan, welcome. Hope you're enjoying cooking on your Joe.
Gary Parker says he's breathed in to smell it. Don't. You can't smell it through the screen.
It
if only you could.
Smell amazing. As I when I made the base sauce, you make the base sauce in your pressure cooker. And it's got onions, peppers, cabbage, tomatoes, green chilli, cumin, coriander, and then you cook that for 10 minutes in the pressure cooker, and then blitz it all. And I say it made about 5 portions of base curry. So that coconut block will eventually dissolve. So I'm going to add in the fish now. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to move it over to the other side, so some indirect, and that can just sit and cook. Probably fish isn't going to take long to cook. I have got some vegetable stock I might just pop in there just to add a bit of liquid. It's popping like a volcano.
You can hear it too, slopping around.
So I'm going to move that over to the other side and get ready to do the naans. Over there. And I think I might need to raise that grill because that's going to be too hot to cook the naans on. So we'll let that sit there nicely. Just get my grill gripper, which does come in very handy, and I think I'm going to close that bottom vent just to stop the air coming in, to stop the flames, because I don't want to burn my naans. She's protecting the lens from the popping curry mix. So just put that on to the top there, I think. Right, so that can just sit there and bubble away nicely. And then I'm going to oil a bit of the grill, and then we'll put the pan on, and we'll try the 2 ways. Naans 2 ways. So yeah.
We did have Sai a second ago saying no rain. Well, there most definitely is rain.
It is raining.
But where Sue is, she's undercover.
I'm alright, Jack.
Whereas if you look right up where I am, less cover. But it's okay. This is show business. This is the side you don't see.
And I haven't got a Blue Peter moment today. I'm just going to oil that. So, as I say, the naan recipe is from this guy who's written a book about curries, and I'm going to put that one in the pan and then one on the grill. I'm going to close the lid to stop that flaming. Okay, well, let's just let them cook. Oh, it's quite scary because I haven't cooked these before. Have a drink.
Calm the nerves. Got a few more comments coming in. We've got Michael Paul said that already looks amazing. Those colours were fantastic, weren't they? Those spicy mixes.
It's stained my mixing jug when I made the base sauce as well, because it's got some turmeric in it. So yeah, just be careful when you blitz it up.
If you want a yellow pressure cooker, then...
And yeah, my pressure cooker is a little bit yellow too, but that's okay.
Sai said lick the spoon, because you've got a few people asking, is it a hot curry?
It's quite mild actually. You could put extra chilies in, fresh chilies, or I prefer to use fresh chilies because dried chilies I find a little bit bitter. Oh my goodness me. Oh, we need to turn that. Whoa.
So it's definitely
bubble
faster.
action there.
Definitely faster on direct.
Yeah, and also you can't, it is quite hot there, so I'm going to close the lid again. And then what you do is you put some melted butter or ghee, if you've got ghee, I didn't have time to make some ghee, so I did melt my butter, but it's quite cold, so it's gone a bit hard. So I'm going to brush that on the top and then cover it with some, sprinkle it with some nigella seeds. You could add some coriander in your dough mix. They're really quite nice and fluffy. I'm going to turn that over, turn that round, do that side. So yes, as long as you haven't got too much flame underneath, you might not get it quite so caramelised, but I quite like it like that.
We have Helen saying her son Eli is eagerly watching and giving you likes. He's a budding Kamado cook.
Thanks, Eli.
Alan says he's waiting for delivery, learning as much as he can. Oh, and Eli's actually 7 years old.
Oh, a young cook. A master chef in the making.
I can smell that bread too.
That one is new. That's going to cook that end a bit more. And then, like I do with my flatbreads, it's a clean tea towel. I'm going to pop them in there to keep warm and so they keep soft. I think that one's done. Do you think so? And that one, I think I'm going to finish off on the grill. I'm going to put another one on there. I might just put a bit more oil on there just so it doesn't stick, because you don't want to spend time making your bread and letting it stick in the pan. That wouldn't be very good.
It could even stick to the inside of the dome. That's what Roberto Steve says.
I've seen people do that, but I think it might come off black because it's quite sooty. But I have seen. But yeah, I don't know. Use it like a proper tandoor oven. I have seen that being done, but I don't think I'm going to try that. Right. Okay, so what I need to do is brush some oil on that, don't I? Forgot that. Too busy making sure my breads don't burn. Oh. So then you can brush that with oil, butter, melted butter, where it melts with the heat. And then sprinkle over. I just need to check that naan because I don't want it to burn. I can smell it. Oh yeah, move that over there. Oh, that one's doing. Okay, so great for the indirect and direct cooking. You can put it over there to take it off the direct flame. So I'm going to sprinkle it with some nigella seed. You could even put nigella seeds in with a mix. Look at that. Dinner's going to be good tonight, Ashley.
Is it just the one side that you butter, or did you do both?
No, just the one, just the top. Then I'm going to do the same with that one. That one's done. So that will actually soak up some of the butter that's underneath. Let's check that one. That's browning nicely. I'm not sure if this little dish will go on my... I don't want to put that one in there, so... Some butter on there. And some nice nigella seeds. So yeah, so a slower cook in the pan, but I think more controllable. Especially because I've got the lid open. And then maybe put the top down. That's what I'm thinking. But you might do yours differently. How does anyone else do their naan breads?
We've got Gary saying he's a bit jealous that I can smell things, so I should stop saying that I can smell them.
So I used I think about 450 grams of flour, and that's made 6 naans. I'm actually, they pop up quite deep. Look at that. I'm excited for dinner. Well, you can't go to an Indian restaurant and eat out at the minute anyway, can you? Unfortunately, you can't come here and eat it. After lockdown, you're all invited. Look at that. So yeah, just check on those. A bit more butter on there.
You've got a good system going on, it looks like.
Might be leftovers for tomorrow, Ashley. Don't think we're going to eat all those.
Surprised if we get through 6 naans between us. We'll balloon up tomorrow. Jeanette says you always stay so calm. She loves it.
Live cooking, scary. Right, so yeah, I think they work better in the pan. But
we've got Frank Whiffen says he does his on a pizza stone, but
nice.
yours look lovely.
Ah,
That does make sense.
yeah. Like a pizza. Well, you could make these and then put pizza topping on them. That's a good idea. Now the dough is lovely and soft. Oof. Just about to save that one.
Gary says, we could all sit on grass in rows and watch you and #1 cameraman. Be like Mrs. Brown Boys, but with food and drink. Or be like Saturday Kitchen with a live cook.
Oh, yes, yeah.
We could do the omelette challenge, but on the Joe. I could go on Junior, obviously. I'm not ready for the big boy toys just yet.
I like the sound of omelette challenge. That sounds like fun. Or a naan challenge. Any challenge.
If it was who could burn it the fastest, I could definitely give it a good go. But Gary also says, straight on the grates for bread.
Yeah, although you say that it'll burn quite quick. You'd have to, I think, because I've got the lid open, I've got flame down there, and that's what is browning them, I think. If I close the lid, it would obviously help, I think. I'll just do the last one.
We've got Frank saying what you're putting on after isn't Nigella seed.
Yes, Nigella seed, or another name is onion seed, black onion seed. Stuff a bit. Oh. Third activity. I just need to oil it. Get a bit. And check that's not burning. Oh, it is burning. Quick. Woo! Just browning, not burning. Caramelisation, we call that. So because I've got the lid open, the fish isn't quite cooked yet, but we'll taste the naans and maybe a bit of the sauce. You're probably waiting to have your own dinners. They do smell so good.
Sorry, Gary.
I'll stop saying that.
Look at that colour.
going on there? Where's my little thing gone? Ah, that's why. Open the thing properly, Susan. Okay, so the last one. What time's the last one?
Yeah.
And then I'll take out some of the sauce. I close the lid, perhaps. Give the fish a stir, perhaps. Obviously, it's starting to cook from the underneath. Look, you just see the fish there. It's white. So we can try a bit of the white fish. So now it's cooked. So you just stir it carefully, just so you don't break it up.
We're not trying to make a sushi curry, are we?
I've put all the ingredients in. You can add other bits to it. You can finish off with some coriander. Just going to check that naan. Just going to put that on there, cook it a bit more. Take it off now.
If you were going to do the naans again, do you reckon you'd go only on the grills, only on the pan, or what would you recommend?
A bit of both, I think. I think I'm going to use both. It gives it a nice flat bottom, and look how puffy that top is. Depends if you're in a hurry or not, I suppose. You could always cook them beforehand and then keep them wrapped in a tea towel, or wrap them in tin foil and warm them up on the grill after. Nothing wrong with that. That looks like it's been cooked in a tandoor oven, doesn't it?
Wow. I won't tell you how it smells.
It looks good.
Yeah. Got lots of people saying they look great in the comments.
When you said earlier about you were excited about my naans, it was like, oh no, I haven't made them before. But I'm treating them like I make my flatbreads, so keep them warm. So what I'll do is I'll get a little plate, and then we can tear some of the flatbreads, the naans, and try some of the fish curry, which will be nice, I think. And then we'll let it cook for just a little bit longer. And I'm also going to put, I've got a chicken in the fridge. I'm going to stick my beer can chicken in, because that'll only cook in about an hour and a half, and that'll be tomorrow's lunch with a salad. So yeah, okay, so that one's done. Let's put a bit of butter on that. Just close the lid just so I do that, just to warm up that fish curry. Last little bit of butter. All the butter sits in the little pockets, look. And that's going to soak in. What diet, Ashley? And a few more seeds. There. Right, so I'm going to take that one over here, and then bring a spoon and just spoon some of the curry into there. I take it from underneath. Just a little bit, and it can continue cooking. There. That's a small portion. So we'll close the lid and that can continue cooking. And then the next thing to do is to just try these naan. Look at that. I'm just going to have a little nibble. That is super good. And then I'm just going to dip in that sauce. It's hot. So good. I'm going in again. Okay. So, fish curry and naan bread. I think you should have a go at making some naans if you haven't made them yet. They're certainly more substantial than a flatbread or a tortilla or something. So yeah, and the fish curry, I know it's going to taste good. I hope you're all safe and well, and I'll wish you a good week, and fire up and get cooking, guys, and I'll see you soon. Good night.